Oh, okay. There you go. Cancel. Stereo. Here we go.
Okay, can you hear? Thumbs up?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Live now.
We are live. Sorry about that. Okay, welcome to week 113, 113. And thank you very much for watching. Sorry about that little mishap. And I can hear.
There was a James technical issue, that one. Because we're switching from home to the Berlin studio. So as we were saying before, we're in the Berlin studio right now. Because we made a commitment, because Tim was like, I want you guys to do it from home because I really want to hang out on the studio. So even though it's raining, it rained just for a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And we got the motor taxi in.
Yes, we certainly did.
Yes.
Okay, so stats shout out. We had lovely Mark of Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's been a month between sats. And that is because Mark of Bitcoin actually came to El Salvador to visit, which is super cool. So thank you, Mark. He said he was looking forward to watching the show today.
Yeah, and he's on the chat, I saw. So
awesome.
Yeah, and then also our newsletter. If you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, there is a link below. So love you to sign up for that. And of course, in the newsletter is our calendar. So we do a calendar showing all the Bitcoin events that are happening in El Salvador. And that will, I think, there's one mention I really want to mention today, and that is the fact that the, oh gosh, I forgot the name. The
Bitcoin hardware store.
Bitcoin hardware store, sorry, are having a class. They're having a Bitcoin class today in their new little classroom, or outdoor classroom, should I say, and it is at 5 o'clock. So if you are in Alzonte, go and check out. Jamie and Ronnie are going to, great teachers, great knowledge, well worth going and seeing. Then we've got Adopting BTC, the 16th and 17th of November. So if you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get your tickets for Adopting, but also make sure you come at least a week before and a week after. So what we have got prior to Adopting is we have the Unconferenced on the 15th. Of November.
And just so you know, we're going to be the MC. We're going to be two of the MCs at the Unconference, and it's the My First Bitcoin educational. It's kind of an opportunity for anybody to speak about topics that they really want to speak about. So it's a really interesting event. We unfortunately haven't been to one. Last year we went to go, but our car broke down on the way.
Yeah, and then they've got a premiere movie night on the 15th as well, and then conference 16th and 17th. Bitcoin Beach on the 18th. There is also a Roatan trip if you wanted to go to Honduras, Roatan, and check out that. That's for a few days. And then Berlin has last week announced their festival. So on the 23rd, it's Saturday. It starts at 7 a.m. There will be a festival in Berlin. It's coffee, cacao, football, horses, and lots more. So you get to come up and check out Berlin as well. So so as we said, you need at least 2 weeks to come and see what El Salvador is all about. Any more on that? Yeah,
so somebody just purchased our ebook. Thank you very much. Literally, like right before we started the show, we saw the sats come in, which is amazing. And we've got a call with some people later in the month as well. So if anyone's interested in coming to El Salvador, you want to ask some questions, there's basically just over 1 week of time that we have bookable before you come if you want to have a chat to us. So get on that. You can find that out through our newsletter and our website. On our website, there's also information about Berlin if you're coming up, places to stay like the Standard and a few others, and then they also had a drive here, which is an interesting topic. And we were told that we should talk about the shirts.
Oh right, so here we go.
Tim said remove the microphones.
I can move the microphone over.
So Nicki is wearing a shirt from Gerardo or Satsazul, and if you would like one of these, you can find them at the Bitcoin hardware store or go to the farmers market and meet Gerardo himself, because he will print these on demand. You choose your color, your size, and your text, which is really cool. And
they're 100% cotton. They're quite a thick shirt. They're 100% cotton. They're quite a thick shirt, but they're cool. They're bright.
Yeah, I got an awesome blue one. But this one today is the Bitcoin Beach one. If you go to the Bitcoin Beach meetups, there's an opportunity to get your hands on one of these, which is pretty cool. And what else was I going to say there? I felt like there was something else.
Maybe a photo. Yeah, there's something going with the photo.
Nicki wants to get into the photos straight away. So you'll notice that we've got a new layout. You can still send Zap chats which somebody did before to tell us there was no sound. Thank you.
Yes.
And we've got a bit of a slight layout change going on here again, which is awesome.
Yeah. So just to, I can actually start Monday for this too. So what happened? We're waking up early. We've last week was for me has been a real focus on my fitness and my health. So waking up early, doing breath work and exercise. This is the sunrise from our place. James sits on the peeler and he does his breath work outside and he gets to experience the beautiful, beautiful sunrise. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The volcano, the geothermal plants just over there, like where they actually drill or pump the water in and out. So sometimes you even see steam coming up over the fence there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's really nice. Then on the Monday we also did the kefir, and had kefir smoothie. So I've been really focusing on the kefir at the moment. Oh, there's the peeler. James wouldn't have been sitting on that day because of the rain.
That's literally full of rainwater from our roof, and that fills up within, like on a good night, it'll fill up in 20-30 minutes.
Yeah. And then Monday we also caught up with work. We prepped for the live. Due to the rain, we had the live at home, and then we did some afternoon exercise after that. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Tuesday, do you want to go back to our main screen, Tim? Whoa.
Oh, you can.
Perfect.
Yeah, you want to go back?
Oh, we can.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, Tim can mix it up. Tim's in control. Yeah, Tim can choose whatever he likes. I'm not going to try and tell him what to do here. Maybe Nicki gets all the photos. How about that? So again, early start for us. We're working on our presentation for Suriname and Adopting Bitcoin conference as well. So 2 conferences that we're going to be speaking at, and we'll be emceeing at the My First Bitcoin as well. If you're coming, check those out. So Nicki's been making kefir smoothies, which is really good. And then she's also been making a soap, getting it ready for conference. So if you want to buy soap while you're here, we'll have a whole heap of new flavours. How many you got? Cents.
Well, I've got 11 batches, but actually 2 of them are double ups because they're so popular. So yeah.
Yeah. Then I came.
79.
Okay, cool. And then I came into the centre to meet up with Charlie in the afternoon because we needed to update the BTC map. One of the challenges with.
Oh, you've gone to Wednesday.
Oh, did I?
Tuesday to Wednesday.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Oh,
I jumped ahead. There we go. It still says I worked on the maps. Okay, I worked on the maps by myself.
Yeah.
So I worked on the maps by myself. One of the challenges with the circular economy is actually maintaining a lot of the information that's out there. So we've got over 100 businesses on the map, and they're expiring regularly. So we need to be maintaining that. It takes work. Then Nicki has a Spanish class, which is really good. Making soap and afternoon exercise.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Oh, Tim's got a photo up.
Okay.
Look.
So what we've got here is we've got 2 different types of kefir. So we have a water kefir and we also have a milk kefir. The milk kefir, we use the raw milk, which is amazing, and I actually made cheese for the first time this week as well with it. It was just a really soft cheese, but it was really nice having it over the last couple of days. It's been great. The water kefir, what we do with that is we strain it and then we bottle it. I put ginger and lemon in there, or fermented ginger actually, and we let it sit for a few more days. So we're double fermenting it so it's then really fizzy, so you get a really nice fizzy water kefir. So we have the water kefir and the milk kefir, and we're drinking that throughout the day.
The cheese was actually drinkable as well.
It was.
When she says soft cheese, it was like liquid.
It wasn't bad. But the way, because what you do is you strain the kefir. Once you've strained the kefir and got the kefir out and redone it, the actual kefir milk, you then re-strain it on a double lot of mesh, and you let it sit, and then you get all the whey that comes out, and the whey was really nice. That was really drinkable too. And you let it sit for 5 or so hours, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and we're passing the kefir seeds around the community too, and we even grew a SCOBY for Tim as well.
Tim, yeah.
Has that made any progress yet? No progress yet. All right.
Okay,
next
so
day.
Wednesday.
You're doing Wednesday?
I am doing Wednesday. All right. So on Wednesday, again, early wake up, breath work and exercise, kefir smoothie. I cut the soap that I'd made the day before. We worked around the home. James headed into the centre, met up with Charlie, and so there was over 70 businesses that needed to be updated on the BTC map. So James did about 35 by himself, and then him and Charlie sat and did another, not quite 35, because we've still got 10 we need to update. So, but
We're back at position number 2, though.
Yes.
Bring it on, because we dropped all the way down to just over 100.
yeah. And then we did some afternoon exercise, and then I processed. So every day and a half, I process the kefir, which is really cool. And what we've got here, the picture here we've got is tallow. So when I get the beef tallow, what I have to do is I actually have to boil it up and I purify it. So I boil it up with water and salt, and then I strain it, and then I put it in a bowl and let it set. Now this is what, when I pulled it, came out of the bowl, this is what was there, and it was a little heart, and I thought that was quite cute. So I can just wipe that bit out, and that's clean the tallow up heaps.
Is it burnt?
No, it's just the meat, the guff,
Okay.
the stuff.
We don't include that in the soap.
No, we don't. I scraped that off. It's all clean. So it was only just sitting on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, which is
So
cool.
there's no service today. I need to update that little thingy. So we're just going to go to Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. And I noticed Karen's mentioning some things about driving down, and we know someone who drove all the way down from the States.
Yes.
So that could be maybe there might be some information there to share if you need. Thursday, early wake up, more breath work and exercise. We're pretty diligent with our routine at the moment, which is pretty good, especially because we're trying to focus on these presentations. We're practicing, recording ourselves, updating, all sorts of things like that.
Yeah.
Kefir smoothies again, and then we actually made an early start up to visit the lechero,
Yeah, lechero.
which is a milk farmer, which also bacachero, cowboy. I think I got that word right. So anyway, we go up there and we can buy raw milk from an illegally certified plant for illegally uncertified plant, illegally uncertified food with illegally uncertified money. Life's good.
Yeah. But it's fine here in El Salvador.
Yeah, it's fine here in El Salvador. Just if we're in New Zealand, we'd be getting in trouble. But no, it's really cool. He's awesome. Really we have a good chat with their family when we go up as well in our broken Spanish, and they'd like to make fun of our English.
Yeah.
Then Nicki's making soap and Spanish classes again, really in our routine at the moment. And now, all right, a word of safety when it comes to just being online generally. Just be careful about scammers. So we had one of our friends contact us on Telegram, and they contacted Nicki specifically and asked a couple of pretty personal questions, and straight away I was a bit suspicious as to what was happening, because this person wouldn't normally contact Nicki directly. And sure enough, it was a scam account, but they seemed to know way too much. They actually referenced other people we know at the beach and made up a story, and they were busy trying to do a deal. So not just try and get us to sign up to some sort of exchange, but actually asking us to do a personal deal with them to help them out. So please, if you get, especially Telegram, if you get scammers contacting you out of the blue, I mean, you might not know they're a scammer at first, but just if you get a contact out of the blue, be careful, please.
And the thing with this one was quite interesting, because we went and we checked the username or the Telegram handle, and it was exactly the same, but it was just the fact it wasn't under the username thing, it was under something else.
Telegram actually offer a way for people to hide their usernames, but the problem is people then go and put them in the description, and so when you look at the description, it looks like it's a legitimate username. So it's a bad user interface by Telegram, because they're actually helping the spammers in a way. They need to say username hidden deliberately. But Telegram, unfortunately, have been compromised. You should use NOSTR FSV team at the beach, right? Now that you're here. But yeah, NOSTR is actually working on developing a more secure messaging protocol, which will be even more private and secure than all of these other systems. And then basically, we spent the day working at home and exercise in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Tim's got
all right,
some
Friday.
photos.
So We didn't go to the Bitcoin Farmers Market on Sunday because we'd sold out of soap, but I have been super busy, and this is just one of the many trays we have at home of soap drying, and we've got here six of the double batches, and then I've got another 5 double batches as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shelves were being emptied so they could be filled with soap.
Yeah.
Like the bathroom, all the towels came off. The house is being reorganized for soap at the moment. That's
it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells good. So the next Bitcoin Farmers Market in El Zonte in 2 weeks' time, we will be there and we will be selling soap.
Will we?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm committed.
Okay.
We're going to be there.
Okay, because that one's been yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, no, we're going to be there. All so, right. No, that's all cool. And I've actually got a special... I'll show you. I'll talk about that later. No problem. Okay, so Friday, up early for breath work and exercise, milk kefir smoothie, James caught up with work, I cut the soap.
Sounds like we do the same thing every day.
Oh, it is.
Gosh, we're boring. Man.
Spanish class,
NOSTR,
spent the afternoon
let's build the future.
working around the house and moving furniture around because James's parents are coming and trying to get that all sorted. We popped into the Standard to do a bit of a Bitcoin cash trade, so that was quite cool. Got that sorted so we could have some cash to go to the Mercados. We went to the Mercados and got some fruit and veggies as well as chicken. There's a really good, Tim has actually introduced us a really good chicken place, and then home to do some exercise.
And Tim's got our new chairs up. So these chairs come from a town called San Sebastian. San Sebastian is a town between here and San Salvador. It's roughly in the middle. Yeah. And they make hammocks. And we've actually been there to watch the loom, like the guys sitting there with the actual loom doing the work, which is pretty crazy. And so this is the same hammock material inside these chairs, and they were $35 each, which is a pretty good deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've been enjoying those. They're reclinable, so they go back a bit further and enjoy the sun, and it's pretty cool. They're pretty comfy.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I doing Saturday?
Yep.
Okay. And I think Tim he jumped over a photo there of me smashing some beeswax too.
Oh, right.
Beeswax for products. It's all right. It's all right, Tim. I was paying attention. Up early for that big block of yellow is a big block of wax.
So Tim's found an amazing source of beeswax, and so watch the space. There's going to be lip balms. There's going to be candles. There's going to be all sorts coming out of Berlin. I'm really excited. Apparently, it's organic. It's very good quality beeswax. It's flipping hard to cut.
Yeah, I actually ended up using the hacksaw to cut through it, and we just cut off small blocks because we needed to get it in that little pot on the right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's part of our life in El Salvador.
Yeah.
There you go. Saturday, more breath work, exercise, transferred milk and water kefir. Focus on the Saturday. Yep.
Yeah.
Over here. Okay. Focus on the work around the home. Tested making. Oh, so Nicki actually tested her new, and thank you to Steve, new tallow lip balm kit.
Yes.
So we've actually started using it with that. Oh, there we go. There. So that yellow there is actually the honey that's been. The wax that's been cleaned.
Yeah.
So we boiled it up to melt it down, and then we sieved it through muslin cloth.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that's been used to do the lip balm, which we're talking about. Then we actually headed to the park for the afternoon, and we purchased an early dinner. We ate at Dave's pulled pork shop, which was good. Am I repeating the same day?
No.
Did we visit the Standard twice?
We did.
Wow.
I know.
Wow, there we go. Man, I can't even remember. How about that? My brain is just fried. And we caught up with Alan, who was visiting from the beach. Oh, yeah, Alan.
Yeah.
The Rock. Alan the Rock.
Is it Alan? It is Alan.
Wayne, sorry.
Wayne. Oh, my God,
sorry.
Wayne. I'm so sorry.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, Alan. Wayne the Rock Johnson came up. Wayne is now the El Zonte rock guy.
Yeah.
He engraves rocks from the beach. So come to the farmers market and pick up a couple. Sorry about that, Wayne.
Yeah, I apologize.
I just read the notes and I don't proof them before I go live. Then we actually headed up to Don Filo again, our lechera, to buy some more milk, which was good.
Yeah.
Lechera.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right, and so that's a little double boiler we picked up from, I know, Friend or whatever it is. Friend or Vidri,
hardware stores.
And great little contraption. I was able to put in all the ingredients I needed to make the lip balm, and here we go. So what we've got in there, we have got tallow, we've got cacao butter, we have got coconut oil, and a little bit of honey, and then the beeswax was already melting in the pot because beeswax took a lot longer to melt. So it was really cool. It was good. It was the first time. And look at them all.
Yeah.
All these, I made 50 lip balms. There's a couple where the honey didn't.
Turns out honey doesn't mix with other oils.
Yeah. It was a bit of a bummer. So there's a couple that, but that's right. But they'll be little gifts. So when you're buying soap in 2 weeks' time, you'll get a little tester, a lip balm tester.
Yeah, we'll need to
see what you think. It's good to get the feedback, to see if I need to change anything or what I need to do.
Yeah, so come to the market this weekend.
2 weekends.
2 weekends.
Yeah, it's in 2 weekends' time. So, So Sunday, we started our day with milk kefir smoothie. We didn't go to the Bitcoin Farmers Market, as I said, because we had no soap. Don Julio came round to do some woodwork outside the property, which was amazing, and it's looking really good. And we spent the day sort of working around the house. And this photo here, actually it was the day before, it was on Saturday. James...
Trying not to electrocute myself.
Yeah. We've got a couple of plugs that are really nasty, and you can actually feel your computer buzzing and things.
Like here in, I guess, I think a large part of the Americas, they're not big on earthing, and so it's a real mess. Like you can feel all sorts of electrical currents coming through your devices, and some days are better than others. And then I've been talking to a guy who said that apparently the amperage, like if you're sucking too many amps out of one socket, and the way they wire from room to room, they sort of daisy chain it, so it can be a bit of a mess, but interesting.
And then, so this is the woodwork that Don Julio's been doing, which is amazing. So I've been really enjoying what he has done. So we've done a little bench top on top of the peeler, and it just means that I can lie there in the sun, which is really nice.
It's
and this is what we had, this big hole, so that wooden one on the ground was covering that. And then the other little one on the ground is actually going to be a fold out bar, breakfast bar type thing, so we'll be able to sit there and have food.
It just makes the table a little bit bigger and a bit more usable, which is pretty cool. Yeah, because we go outside to eat occasionally because the weather's so nice, especially now that summer's coming around. The dry season. It's meant to be winter, but it's the dry season. We're just getting a little bit of work done just to clean it up, because that hole has a metal grate over it, which isn't the best.
And was this a sunset or sunrise?
It's a sunset because it's got the volcano in it.
Oh, it does. Yes. So this is sitting outside or sitting on the peeler?
No. I went out the front. I actually literally went out the front. Yeah. So if you live in Berlin, like Tim's place, and you come visit and stay at Tim's, it has an amazing view, like literally on his balcony. We have to go and look through our chain link fence. Yes. But Tim has that view, on his unobstructed view from his balcony. It's even more impressive, to be honest.
Okay, so that was our week. So, I mean, it's an interesting time for us at the moment. We're really focused on getting our presentation done and sort of on our health and well-being. So we're kind of really structured. Yeah,
we're super structured. We're machines.
Yeah, most mornings we're doing sort of exercise, kefir, and then we'll do some presentation work, then we'll get suck into our work. But anyway, that's us. So
we're going to talk about you guys now. If you would like to have any questions answered, please put them in the chat, and we'll do our best to get through them as quickly as we can for you guys. We always appreciate you coming to watch. Remember, sign up to our newsletter down below. We really appreciate everyone signing up. I've actually updated the website, so everybody's going to the correct newsletter form now. I made a bit of a boo-boo there.
And also love your feedback on the screens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let us know. This is a new layout. It's changed a little bit from last week as well. I'm not super happy about the scrolling thing down the bottom, and I'm not super happy about the days and the flag anymore. I've got to think about that one.
Okay.
All right, Karen?
Yes.
What do you think is the best way to explain Bitcoin who only see it as a trade commodity and not lifestyle mindset, which I run into here a lot in the US? I don't have any really appropriate answers. I don't know. I mean, it's a tricky one because like if people don't want to talk about it, they don't want to talk about it. And that's what I often find, and that's okay. It's a deep conversation, and there are good answers out there.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to put my 2 cents in here. It's the fact that if Bitcoin is going to succeed, it needs to be used. You know, I really feel that's my own personal opinion. I feel that we need to be using it. We need to be spending stats. Spend some stats.
Actually, one of my favorites, because I mean it's a really deep topic, and a lot of people like they don't really want to hear the rational, logical reasoning for using Bitcoin. So one of my favorites at the moment is actually that there's different qualities of money. So you can have poor quality money and high quality money, just like you can have poor quality food and high quality food. And fiat currency is the fast food of money. And unfortunately, what it's doing is it's literally stealing from people. So it is being used to literally steal. And if people had somebody come up and like push them and take their money, they'd get really upset about that. But apparently they don't get upset about people just quietly stealing from them when they don't see it. So if people are happy to tolerate that kind of behavior, I mean, that's cool. They put it back on them. Say, well, if you're morally happy with that, that's cool. But if you want to see a real change in the world, it might be time to adopt a higher quality money. Yeah. I don't know, just a thought. It's a hard one because every person's going to have a different reaction, different personal perspectives and trigger points.
And I can relate, Karen, to your next comment. I'm asking that in particular because my older adult children don't understand Bitcoin, and I'm very new to the whole philosophical mindset of Bitcoin. I have two grown children, and yes, I'm in the same boat where they're not really interested in learning or understanding, and it is hard. I keep offering.
Yeah,
and that's all I can do.
Lead by example.
Yeah,
I think that's the main thing. It's like anything in life. Like, I mean, the best thing is you can't go around telling everybody to exercise if you're not exercising. So go eat healthy, do exercise, use good money, and just don't say anything. Just let the results speak for themselves. And eventually people are like, oh, wow, you seem really healthy and you seem to have your finances in order. And you're like, yeah, Bitcoin.
And then Mark of Bitcoin, hola amigos, and Supalish. Mark of Bitcoin, dude, love the vlogs, hola.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Karen, not easy. This is Mark replying to Karen. Not easy to do. Get them to read Saifedean's book, The Bitcoin Standard and the Fiat Standard. Also, one of my favorites is The Sovereign Individual. So The Sovereign Individual actually talks about how the world is changing. It was written before Bitcoin. It's talking about how the world is changing. And this is something, so before COVID, there was something like 10 to 15 million nomads in the world. After COVID, it jumped up to 40 million nomads in the world at the moment. And that's a sign of the times of people being able to work remotely. Lifestyle's actually changing. The way the world works actually changes. So the sovereign individual actually predicts this change in culture. And that over the last 4 years, to basically double the number of nomads in the world is huge. And Bitcoin has been a huge part of enabling us to do that because, as Michael Saylor says, you can't just put your house in your backpack and go to another country and then sell portions of it to live. But the property of Bitcoin you can, which is super empowering.
Absolutely. And then we've got Superposition Mark catching up and then talking about the no sound, which we've all sorted out. J-Dub, the Laker, 21 mil.
Back? Oh, man.
He's coming back. So hi, Nicki and James. I'm coming back to Berlin on November the 23rd.
Awesome.
This time with my family. Wow, you're coming back for the Berlin Festival. That's awesome. So make sure you come early so you can check out Berlin for the day, and great to catch up with your family. It's really great.
How do you tag someone in the chat and reply? I think you just put @ and start typing their name, but I've had mixed results with that. J-Dub, yes, better. Yeah, that was my fault. The technical issue with the sound was me changing environments. Mark of Bitcoin, start typing the name. Yep. exchange.
Okay.
What happens on the phone stays on the phone. Yeah, the phone could be different to the desktop. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but you guys are having a good old conversation. in here, man.
Yeah, I think we can, Okay, Karen, very interested in info on driving down to RS. We are
Yes.
planning on
El Salvador.
driving down in the RV. There are lots of conflicting opinions on that subject. Wow, we've got an amazing experienced person on the desk here, Tim. He drove down a couple of weeks ago from Florida, I think. Yep, from Florida all the way through. Now, he just gave us a thumbs up.
So message.
Anything else, Tim?
We
Stay on the toll roads.
toll roads.
Stay on the toll roads is what he's
Drive
saying.
Daytime.
Da-
Sun up, sundown.
Yeah.
Daytime driving, sun up, sundown.
Always have a destination.
Always have a
Yeah,
destination.
right.
So always plan your hotel stops
Yes.
and plan good ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was Tim's strategy, and it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have your paperwork in order, insurance
Yes.
papers,
Insurance,
registration.
Registration.
Yeah.
And
There will be people at the various borders who will assist you.
Okay.
They're outside services.
Okay.
You pay them and they'll facilitate photocopies.
Oh wow.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes there'll be independent hustlers who will help you out with the documentation. We actually had that when we did our police report.
Yeah.
People were coming up trying to sell us folders and bits and pieces, and they took us and got all our photocopies and everything
Yeah.
like that. Okay,
Yeah.
good
That's
good
cool.
information.
Right, Mark, Bitcoin, the nightly rain at about 4 a.m. was like a tap being opened from 50 foot onto a tin roof.
Yeah,
Yep.
tell you what, if you ever build a house in El Salvador, do not cheap out on the roof.
Yeah.
Get decent tiles or decent insulation, because
It's loud.
yeah, I've had a few days where I'm just over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Super English. Helpful hint to be an MC. Wear red for attention. Okay. Great.
Oh, well, Nicki's already onto
Yeah.
that.
Well, I think
Wow.
we're actually getting T-shirts. I think
Yeah.
there are actually
Official My First
T-shirts,
Bitcoin T-shirts.
coming out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Karen, Tim, and Charlie would know about that. Yeah, check out Charlie's profile for a couple of weeks ago. You can see some of the photos of the guys coming down.
And then Mark also letting you know, Karen, driving in El Salvador is challenging. Seriously, try to avoid driving at night.
I do all the driving.
James does all the driving, yes, and you do drive at night. It is a bit harder, definitely, to drive at night, but as Tim said, if you're driving down from the United States, you actually don't want to be driving at night. You want to be parked up,
Yep.
and you want to be in your place of where you want to be.
Yep.
It's really important.
Around El Salvador, I mean, if you don't know the roads, yep, it's a problem. If you're in the city, it's okay because you got all the lighting. But if you're doing cross country in El Salvador at night, challenging. We've come back late from the beach a couple of times, and we just tuck in behind some of the other traffic. But even that, you get surprise potholes and things on the road, and
Yeah. Bright
yeah.
lights.
yeah, it's dangerous.
Thank you, Super Pilot. Nikki's soap is top notch. Appreciate it.
FSV team, it's okay because you guys sent some sats to the Zap chat using the NOSTR Wallet Connect by Alby plug. For these guys, for all of these guys, NOSTR is going to be the social media platform of the future, where you can't just own a social media platform and start using random handles at your leisure to promote political agendas, Elon Musk. I'm just parroting what Odell said on NOSTR today, highlighting that Elon took the @America handle on Twitter to promote the political agenda of Trump, and people are seeing that as a little bit biased, but whatever.
Mark, a Bitcoin. Accept Bitcoin for the chairs? Question mark. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but someone else might.
Proof of wax.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, missed out on the pulled pork. Yeah, Mark, you skimped on the one town.
Yeah.
On the one town that you didn't want to skimp on, you skimped on it. I got no
Absolutely.
sympathy there.
No.
No. Every trip to El Salvador is always too short, 100%. Just got back from El Salvador last night. It was awesome. Oh, do something, do anything. Okay, awesome. Hope you had a great time.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning into the show. That's cool.
Yes. Did you come up to Berlin?
Yes, that's a good
Yeah.
question. Salvador, I am the road.
Right.
Can't watch. Just wanted to say I visited Berlin. I visited the centre and had a tour from Hector. In English is getting good. Thanks for the work you do. Thank you. Awesome. That's
Awesome.
great you visited. I'm not sure who you are.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Do something, anything. I'm looking to coming up with the cash to purchase property. Whoa! There we go.
Wow.
Man,
Awesome.
big commitment. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Buying property in El Salvador is an interesting process. If you need a lawyer, recommend talk to at least 3, just to make sure you get prices, personalities, and things like that done.
Yeah.
We can suggest our one as well if you want to. We can give you the contact details if you want.
Bitcoin circular economy. You have to come to Berlin. Come and hang out. We have got such a good group of people arriving, living here now. It's awesome. You know, there's so many neat places you can go. You can catch up. I just think it's the weather is definitely great. It's not as hot as the beach. It is starting to cool down a bit though, I must admit.
Relative.
Yeah, relative to what I'm used to.
Will you guys do any live streams from the Suriname? No pressure. That's a good question. I haven't actually looked at the calendar hard enough. We're trying to figure out where we're going to go in Suriname at the moment.
So we're going to be there for 12 days. So I think we will, but it all depends also on the Wi-Fi of where we are.
Right. Yeah.
As well.
Oh, Mark, the hammock chairs, were they paid in Bitcoin? Good question. So
It was a mish.
Wow. Did we pay in Bitcoin?
No, we didn't.
No.
We couldn't.
Yeah, it was a really interesting experience. The first shop we went to, do we tell this story?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to tell this
Yeah,
story.
we're going to tell a story. I think we should tell a story.
Okay. The first shop we went to, they had these hammocks and this chair, and it was kind of good that they didn't, because the chairs were a cheaper chair and they weren't as good as the ones we got. But we asked if we could pay in Bitcoin, and the guy was like, no. He said, oh yeah, I know Bitcoin. I actually worked for Max and Stacy. And we were like, oh, awesome, so you accept Bitcoin? And he's like, no. And we're like, what? Why not? Do you have a wallet? And he's like, oh, yeah, but I don't use it. And this was the son of the owner, and we asked him if he'd accept Bitcoin and everything. And what's unfortunate is this isn't... When we went to Guatemala, we came across another person, a waiter who works at a restaurant, said exactly the same thing. And he only downloaded a wallet when we asked him to at the restaurant. But same thing. He was like, oh, yeah, no, I met Max and Stacy and worked for Max and Stacy and didn't have a wallet. It's like, come on, let's go. Ask people if they'll download a wallet, because they will. And then give them a propina, give them a tip, give them $1. It's not a big deal, you know.
Absolutely. And do anything. Oh, he didn't make it to Berlin, only a short trip looking for real estate. Okay. Well, come and check out Berlin. And yeah, I think real estate is one of those things you need to be on the ground.
I think it's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Trying to do real estate remotely. We've got a friend who has done it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
You want to look at what you're buying before you buy it.
And you got to get the feel of. I mean, you got to get the feel of El Salvador. It might not be yours. It might not be for you. You know, you really do. I think.
Yeah.
It's,
well, in saying that, there's a lot of people who have come to for example, come to El Salvador, gone to El Zonte, and bought a property because it's an investment property. No intention of living here or doing anything in a hurry. They come, they just buy the land, and then they leave. That's common. But in saying that, there's also a lot of people who have come and bought land to live and develop, or actually bought a house and doing it up.
Yeah.
So there's a whole mixed bag of all of the property things. Like we've got friends who have bought a farm and they're developing it between the beach and San Salvador as well.
Yeah.
They have a YouTube channel. Brent and Beth.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the channel.
My drink.
Amora or something?
It's on my drink bottle.
Finca Amaviora.
Yeah.
Amaviora.
Yeah.
So they've got a YouTube channel sharing their experience of buying the farm and developing it and getting locals going. And then there's also Murph's Life. He's doing lots of stuff with property at the moment as well.
Yeah.
But he's got huge investment, like millions of dollars coming in. It's another story again.
Okay. All right. So before we'll go to the outro, but before we turn off, I just wanted to say, adopting Bitcoin. If you haven't turned up, if you haven't booked your tickets, book your tickets. They have gone up and they will be going up again at the end of this month. So make sure you buy your tickets. Also, make sure you have time before and after conference, because the adopting is only for those 2 days, the 16th and 17th, but there's so much stuff happening on either side of adopting BTC, so it's well worth coming and spending some time and getting to see the country and all the Bitcoin crazies.
Yeah, I guess I could relate to that. I am the crazy.
Yeah.
The Bitcoin price at the moment, $62,500.
Oh.
Buy. What you could do is, if you want to gamble, you could buy the sats now if you don't have them, and then you could wait and play chicken with the Bitcoin price and buying your tickets. But remember, there is a discount code. If you watch the show with Charlie and myself about adopting, you can get a discount code which will also support the centre here, which would be great. Sign up to our newsletter down below, because you can get a free call with us, which is worth sats.
Yes.
And you can also get 3 useful pieces of information about El Salvador. I'm putting in the wrong thing so I can check it.
And the calendar.
And the calendar, and it links to our website to give you other useful links. What did we put on there the other day? Oh, we're preparing a page which will have the download link to the document that we're putting together. We're calling it a white paper for what we've done here in Berlin, which we'll be releasing when we do our talk. So yeah, sign up to our newsletter so you can learn about that when it comes out.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Tim.
Is that it?
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Appreciate you guys coming to watch.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. Thank you for using the Zaps chat. It's always fun.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
See ya.